someone promised that this couple would have, what kind of God? That promised that this couple would have descendants, and yet their one and only child will be asked to be offered as a sacrifice. And that was intense, yes or no? Even in the ancient culture, that's intense. That's so unheard of. Actually, the Bible says God hates human sacrifices. That's what their neighbors are doing in their pagan religions. But in the law of Moses, God said human sacrifices were detestable to him in Deuteronomy. And please do not, please don't take this literally. But what we're trying to say here, that the test was so intense. You know why? Because God was intensely dealing with Abraham because of his intense stubbornness. Huli! Ang kulit eh. He did not trust his promise. It was God's grave response to Abraham's grave failures. And this is where you will see that God keeps showing up. This is also where you will see Abraham starts trusting God. From the very start of the test, we will notice in the Bible that Abraham's trust is finally growing and pushing through. He's trusted God that his son will live. So let's look at the Bible verse from chapter 22, verse 5. He told his servants, "Stay here with the donkey." Abraham told the servants, "The boy and I will travel a little farther. We will worship there, and we will come right back." Expectant faith. He knows. He says it in his word, and he believes it that they together will come back. He believed that he will go home with his son. His son was, his trust in God was growing, and he believed that God made a way. God will provide. I will sing again. Okay? Later tonight, attend the concert, I will sing. It's a very nice program. Trust me. So come and see us tonight. So as the boy asked his father, Isaac asked Abraham. And it says further in chapter 22, verse 7 to 8, it says, "We have the fire and the wood." The boy said, "But where is the sheep for the burnt offering?" What is Abraham's response? You're not convinced. What is Abraham's response?
God will provide.
God will provide a sheep for the burnt offering, my son. Abraham answered. That is trust. Beautiful. God will provide. Everybody shout it out. God will provide.
God will provide.
This is very crucial. Abraham wasn't just climbing up the mountain thinking, "Oh, where is it going to come from? Oh, no, I'm going to sacrifice my son." No, he was climbing up the mountain, the mountain of sight. Yeah, he knows God is showing up, will show up. He told his servants will come back. We'll be back. And together with his son asked, "Where's the sheep?" God will provide. Look at the trust. The trust is growing. Are you there with me? He was climbing up the mountain, not with blind faith. He was climbing up the mountain with expectant faith, with reasonable faith. His trust was growing based on the repeated experience again and again and again and again. Despite his failures, God continues to show up. Oh my Lord, thank you, Lord. Even with the terrible decisions that he has made, God still shows up. You never graduate from trusting God. And when Abraham reached the top, there it is. God really provided a ram for the burnt offering. And so Abraham called this place Yahweh Jireh, or Jehovah Jireh. God will provide. Remember, Father Albert mentioned it earlier in his homily. Yes? And on Mount Moriah, the mountain of sight, God will provide. You never graduate from trusting God. It is not something that you will just say, been there, done that, I'm okay. No. In whatever season, in whatever age, whatever phase of your life, just like Abraham, the testing will come. But I hope that the trusting continues. You will keep on seeing God still, whatever season, time in your life. He will show up. Will you see Him? Will you be there recognizing Him? Trusting God is really hard, especially when the signs are not there, especially when your human nature wants to preserve yourself. But when you look at Jesus, Jesus wasn't in self-preservation. He was in self-sacrifice so that others may live. Slowly, step by step, one day at a time, we get to grow our trust in God more. And so remember that in every time that God shows up in your life, you know that He is trustworthy. You can give your full trust in Him. Why? Because ever faithful, again and again, no matter what happens, God will show up. Are you in that crisis now? Are you in a difficult situation? Thank you for saying yes. That means you are climbing the mountain of silence.